The displacement of a particle y is equal to a plus bt plus ct square plus dt raised to 4. The velocity and acceleration respectively are initial velocity and acceleration. Initial means what? T will be equal to 0. Initial means when? Start of the whatever journey. So T, how much you take? 0. So velocity you have to find and acceleration you have to find. So what is velocity? dy by dt will give you velocity. Sangatmaka, y is what? A plus bt plus ct square plus dt raised to 4 upon dt. Tell me the derivative of this. What will be the derivative of A? A is constant. T also thought to differentiate karo. So A is constant. bt will be what? Just B. C also thought T square is what? 2T. D also thought T raised to 4 will be what? 4T raised to 3. So if I combine this, it will be B 2CT plus 4DT. Now at the place of T, you substitute initial time, that is 0. So B plus, anga 0 zalo, anga 0 zalo. So answer will be B meter per second. So here some value, constants are given, A, B, C. So for exams, you will get some values out of. Now, how you will find acceleration? Will you take this and differentiate it? No, your equation has to be in terms of T. In terms of T. Velocity equation has to be in terms of T. Do not differentiate this and mark it as 0. तुमका differentiate करता असताना जसं displacement in terms of T असा. Similarly, your velocity equation also has to be in terms of T. So acceleration is dv by dt. So d b plus 2ct plus 4 dt upon dt. Velocity I replaced it. सांगात मका किती derivative of b will be 0. 2ct will be 2c. 4 I write as it is. dt cube will be into 3 dt square. So you will get 2c plus 12 dt square. Now put t equal to 0. So what you will get? 2c meter per second square. Okay. Eighth one we'll solve later on because there is more concept involved in it which we have not studied yet. Now graphs. Graphs they don't tell you, they will tell you to draw the graph, but those will be the simple ones. आता हे जे graphs असा हे direct याद धरपाचे. Look at that. What do you mean by position time graph? Position time graph means one side position or displacement is one and the same. So position means x, displacement, time will be on the x-axis. Position time graph. So this is for acceleration. Now this you just have to remember directly. Positive acceleration म्हणजे कसं असतलो? Position time graph for positive. See, explain karpak also. There are lots to explain. You have to take the slope. Based on that slope, you have to do the calculations and explain. Simply, we will waste half an hour over here. Tumka direct diagram ditle, they will ask you which is your position time graph for positive acceleration. So if it is U like this, you know it is what? Positive acceleration. Look at the other one. Ulta U असं झालं तो कोण? Negative, retardation, negative acceleration. Acceleration zero केन्ना असतलो? See, equal distance covered in equal interval of time. Meaning what? Velocity is constant. Equal distance covered in equal interval of time. Meaning what? Velocity is constant. What is the formula for acceleration? It is change in velocity per unit time. If velocity is not changing, velocity is constant. So change in velocity will be equal to what? Zero. Velocity change जायना म्हणजे acceleration किती झालं? Zero. You are moving. You are going somewhere. तुमची velocity 50 kilometer per hour आशिली, then it becomes 60, then it becomes 70. That means it is accelerating. If you were 80, 60, 50, 40, you are deaccelerating. But if you are going with 60 kilometers per hour from one point to other point, you are changing your velocity? No. So acceleration will be how much? Zero. Okay. So constant acceleration up, line will be, zero acceleration up, line will be a straight line. परत याद करत. This is position time graph. Remember that. Position time graph for positive acceleration, how it is? Upward U, negative acceleration, ulta U. Remember it that way. And constant zero acceleration, straight line, constant velocity. Equal distance covered in equal interval of time. Okay, go to the next page. Read first one. Again, you just have to remember these graphs. An object moving in positive direction with constant positive acceleration. See, this is your velocity time graph. These are your velocity time graph. Initial पहिलं तो कसलं आशिल्लो आमचो? Previous one was position time graph. Now this what we are looking at is your velocity time graph. First figure is, see, it starts from 0, 0. Velocity 0 starts down increase जातली हांगा. Time 0 starts down increase जातलो. Now suppose there was something like say 20 kilometer per hour. हांगा आम्ही 80 kilometer per hour धरया. As time goes on, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, अंकित झाले, your velocity increase from 20 to 80. किती झाले हांगा? Acceleration झाले का deacceleration? As time goes on, your velocity increase from less to higher value. So what is this? Positive acceleration. Going in one direction. Going in one direction. Read that first point. An object is moving in positive direction with constant positive acceleration. Okay. Suppose hot diagram असा आशिल्लो. जाल्यार कितें जाता आशिल्लें? What is this? Time मुखार वयता. The velocity is decreasing from 80 to 20. So what type of acceleration it is? Negative acceleration. Is this clear? एक part झालो. But this is going only in one direction. हांगच्यान वयता आसतना माझी speed increase करता. हांगच्यानूच वयता आसतना माझी speed decrease करता. So graph will be this. First two graphs are clear to everyone. Next one. Now how it is going? This is your minus initial velocity minus final velocity because negative x is selling. What will be this? What is happening here? See, what is happening here? Time mukar hoita, so it is going from minus some value to more negative value. This is more negative, no? -1, -2, -3, -4. So -1 is more or minus whatever. 6 is more. Minus who is greater? -1 is greater, no? So what is happening here? Acceleration or deacceleration? Greater to lesser value. So anga parat negative acceleration zalo. But in which direction? Opposite direction. That is why it comes in the negative coordinate of the or negative plane, you can see. Okay, next one, last one. Okay, don't look at this. I'll give you one scenario first, then we'll go to that. I'll give you, just look here. I'll give you one scenario first. You tell me how the graph will be drawn for that. Just imagine one person started from zero acceleration, okay? Sorry, zero velocity. And so the velocity at the bike and wait other. So the velocity increase increase Yes. So from say some 0 kilometer per hour, his velocity increased to 40 kilo or 80 kilometer per hour. Now he has to take one turn. So he goes further and takes a turn and comes back. Just draw the velocity time graph for the same. Draw. See, simply if you look there at the positive acceleration, negative acceleration for position time graph, that is direct what you can draw. But without knowing how to draw it, other things will be difficult. Imagine, see here, person increasing the velocity and then he knows he want to take a turn and the turn given return at you. So I want you all to draw a velocity time graph for the same. So what are the things that will come here? Positive acceleration, negative acceleration, that mark it. I'm giving you all 2 minutes. I know maximum will draw that graph like this. That is not correct. Will you think and will you try it for the homework? Next class, can we discuss about it? Yes, because you need time to think. See, इतली याद दौरात. That person, otherwise you can take some year also. He's hopat gaina cut. 80 kilometer, he's in the speed of 80 kilometer per hour. Now, if he wants to take a turn from 80 kilometer, what he will do? Draw from there. Hint is 80 किलोमीटराचे डायरेक्ट जातो टर्न घेवपाक शकना कित जातली स्पीड जातली बाय सो 80 किलोमीटरा कडल्यान ताका कितें करचें पडटलें that you have to think. This is a hint that I have given. 80 kilometer turn घेवपाक, suppose if you want to take a turn, what you will do? You will take a turn with 80 kilometer per hour. Now, what you will do? Reduce your speed. Speed reduce subtly, and when you take a turn, direction will change. Hint is what I have given you all. And second is you will not get something like this. Maximum of you all must have drawn something like this. It will be a straight line. Koshitari straight line itli involving two coordinates. So itli hint dila. So I want you all to think on it rather than me solving it direct. Okay? Just think about it. Next class we can solve. Just some simple questions we can discuss. Okay, these things are clear to you all, right? What is positive acceleration? What is negative acceleration? Okay, simple questions today discuss kariya. Can you draw the graph for, no, can you draw the graph for displacement time graph for any object at rest? Displacement time graph, xt graph for an object at rest. असले questions येतात exam का? Draw a graph, displacement time graph for. This is the diagram for this one. Okay, from here if you have started, then na, anga constant zali na, constant कशें उरतली? How can velocity be constant? Do not use rulers. These that draw rough. Begin the upper, like quick it should be. Don't take so much of time. Yes, correct. Card begin. XT graph for any object at rest. This type of questions you get for exam. Rest means what? Time. See, what will happen to time? Time will keep on going. 0, 1, 2, 3. So, बसत रावपाक जाय. तो काय stop जावचो ना. So this side it should keep on going. What should happen to displacement? Rest means what? Is it displacing? No. So suppose that person is over here. Say for example, as time goes on, where that person should be? At the same place. Same means will you show it over here? No. That time 0 tlan mukar ospak jay. So how will be the line? Is it not correct? As the time is going further, your displacement is constant one value. Apoi toch value also going rosna. Displacement change up like this 0, 1, 2, 3. If it is going up like this, that means displacement is changing. Getting it? So for any object, displacement time graph for any object at rest will be a constant line like this. Understood? Yes. Can you draw a displacement time graph for constant velocity? Constant velocity. So try to think first. What is constant velocity? Equal. Velocity can the constant utta. What is velocity formula? Displacement upon time or change in displacement upon time. So what will happen? Equal distance covered in equal interval of time. So how will be the graph? So you'll have got a brief idea, right? This type of questions you get. what is the xt graph for acceleration? Xt graph for acceleration, positive acceleration. How it is? U. So this type of questions that you get. How is the xt graph for deceleration? Ulta U. Understood? Okay. Now two important points, note down. This is called as slope, right? Yes or no? Theta or tan theta is called as slope. So slope of VT graph, velocity time graph, very important, first one. Slope of VT graph gives you what? So slope formula kide? Tan theta. I hope you all know this. Skulan shiklat tumhi. Na shikuna kenna? Graphs you all have not studied? No, I'm asking. I have studied in my school level. We had graphs in school. Your portion is changed. That is why I'm asking you all. Graphs केन्ना शिकुना तुम्ही स्कूलान? शिकुना जाल्यार करूया आता. If others also do, some of you all don't know, will do it. Okay, थोड्यांक कळटा आसत, थोड्यांक कळना आसत. Whatever it is. So this line, ही जी line आसा हेका कितें म्हणटात आमी? Curve or slope असता तो. आता तो slope कसो find out करपाचो? Slope, this line angle काडपाचे with your time axis. Angle काडपाचो with your time axis, and which trigonometric function you have to use? Tan theta. So slope सदाच equal to कोण असतं? Tan theta. Now do you know, have you all ever heard about this? Tan theta bhi ऐकला, sin theta, tan theta. Okay, that you all know. What is the formula for tan theta? Opposite upon adjacent. Opposite side upon adjacent side. सांगत म्हाका ह्या tan theta ची ही opposite side झाली. This is equivalent to which side? Y axis. So this will be your B. This is your adjacent side, which is velocity upon time gives you what? Change in velocity upon time. Acceleration. So basically what it is telling you, slope of VT graphs gives you acceleration. Slope of VT graph gives you acceleration. Second thing, ही area दिसतं तुमका slopeच्या under. Okay. So second thing, area under the curve of VT graph gives us displacement. What it gives us? Area म्हळ्यार कितें आता ही area कसली आसा सांगात म्हाका ही कसलो figure हो? Triangle. Okay, half length into breadth घातलो जाल्यार आमकां कोण मेळटलो? Displacement. So slope of VT graph gives you acceleration. Area under the curve of VT graph gives you displacement. This is extremely important. Note down. चले that was BT graph. This is what? Displacement time graph. Can you tell me what will be the slope of XT graph? Slope of XT graph gives you what? Slopaचा formula किती आहे? Tan theta. Tan theta is opposite side which is equivalent to x upon t. Change in displacement per unit time gives you velocity. So slope of XT graph gives you velocity. Area under the curve ना तुम कह जो आसा तो एक term but it is not defined. Last one, acceleration time graph. You just need to know area under the curve of acceleration time graph gives you velocity. Slope लागना आमकांगा only area under the curve of acceleration time graph gives you velocity. Can we revise it again? What does the slope of VT graph gives you? VT, velocity time graph, acceleration. Area under VT graph, displacement. Slope of XT graph, velocity. Area under acceleration time graph, acceleration. Velocity. Okay. So these are the things you have to remember. So let us take the numericals now. First one, question number 9. A displacement time graph for two particles A and B are straight lines inclined at an angle of 30 and 60 degree with time. The ratio of V and VB is what? So you have which graph first of all? Displacement time graph. So there are two lines A and B inclined making some angle with time axis. What are the angles given as 30 degree and 60 degree? Which is 30 degree? A is 30 degree, B is 60 degree. You have to find the ratio of velocity of A upon velocity of B. आता ग्राफ XT ग्राफ दिला ज्याला velocity कशी माहिती आमका? Slope of सांगा. If XT graph is given, how you get velocity? What of XT graph gives you velocity? Slope of XT graph gives you velocity. Okay. So if I want to find velocity of A, slope of A find out kodcha pattalo. Slope of A. Slope of A is what? 10, 30. Now will you put x by t, x upon t? Not required because xt values are not given. What you need? Only the angle. What will be the velocity of B? Slope of B. What it will be? 10, 60. Now, what is VA by VB? It is 10, 30 upon 10. Solve it. You all know the table? How much is sine 30? Sine 30, half. Cos 30, root 3 by 2. Sine 60, root 3 by 2. Cos 60, half. Okay, so suppose 10 करणार जाल्यार किती करपाक जाता? Sin by cos कर. Solve. Solve. Sin 30 is 1030 is how much? 1 by root 3. Cos 60 is how much? Cos 60 is how much? Sorry, 1060 is how much? So answer will be 1 by root 3 into root 3 will be 1. Read the next question. Now, this is one of the questions from your textbook. Can I rub this? A woman starts from her home at 9 a.m., walks with a speed of 5 km per hour on a straight road up to her office 2.5 kilometers away, stays at the office up to 5 p.m. and returns home by an auto with a speed of 25 km per hour. Choose suitable scales and plot the xt graph for her motion. What is this? So you have to draw xt graph. Xt graph means what? Is जो कितलो displacement दला कितल्या time. Okay, that you have to start. First case, what it is telling you? वाचत परत. A woman starts from her home at 9 a.m. कितल्यां start केलं तिने? 9 a.m. She left the home. Walks with a speed. What is her velocity? Velocity speed, whatever it is 5 kilometer per. Okay. On a straight road up to her office, 2.5 kilometers. So distance is how much? 2.5 kilometers. So office is, how far is the office first of all? 2.5 kilometer away. So distance. कितलो असतलो maximum? 2.5 kilometer असतलो. Yes or no? This is a home say. 0 from home to office. So this is the office and this is a home. Okay. आता distance तुमको खबर आसा हांगा म्हणल्यार येवपाक जाय. It should start. It should from home she will start and it will reach till here. But do you know in how much time she reached? Here you have to mark the times, no? 5 मिनिटांन पावली, 4 मिनिटांन पावली, 15 मिनिटांन पावली. That time should come here. What you will mark here? Do you have the time with you? Find out करपाक मेळटा. किती किती दिलं पळय तुमकां. Velocity is given. Distance is given or displacement is given. Can you find time? What is the formula? Velocity is given, displacement is given. How you will find time? Velocity is distance upon or displacement upon time, no? Velocity formula is what? Displacement upon time. So how you will get time from here? Distance upon velocity. Both values are given to you. Getting the point? So find out time. Because without knowing the time, you won't be able to mark the time axis. The distance is 2.5 upon velocity is 5. So कितलं झालं? 0.5 what? Hours. 0.5 hours. How many how you will convert it into minutes? 0.5 hours will be how many? Half. 0.5 means half, no? So कितले आतले? 30 minutes आतले. So this will be equal to 30 minutes. So started from here. How much time she took to reach here? 30 minutes. Okay. So your graph will be like this. This point, exact this point. No? Displacement, she got displaced 2.5 kilometers in how many minutes? 30 minutes. Read the next part. Or you can put it 9:30 a.m. Time you are putting, no? So will it be 9:30? This time is what? At home, what time she left? You cannot say it as 0. What time she left? At 9 a.m. What time she reached the office? 2.5 kilometers away. 9:30 a.m. Okay. Sangat next किती जातलो graph? Quick. Stays at the office up to 5 p.m. and then she returns back. Where is the office? This is the office. From 9:30 to say 5 p.m. Where she is staying? In the office. So how will be the graph? It will go up, down? No. It will be a constant line. She's not going anywhere. She's in the office. 2.5 kilometers away. Understood? So 5 p.m. she is in the office. Now see the next part. And returns home by an auto with a speed of 25 km per hour. The third case. What is the speed? 25 km per hour. Choose these scales to plot. Okay. So again, you have to find out time now. Yes. She's coming back home. So you have to find time. For a time, acha formula kide? X upon V. V is given to you. What is X here? What is X here? 2 point. Same, no? Office. Office poise gawiche na. Office and home distance is 2.5 kilometers. This will be 2.5 upon 20. Zero 0.1 up. Yes. कितले मिनिटं झाली? कितले मिनिट्स झाली? 0.1. 10 minutes. How many minutes? Zero point hours will be 6 minutes. Okay. So 5 o'clock she left from her office. What time she has to reach back? 0.6, 5.06 p.m. हो ग्राफ पडला असतो हो ग्राफ बारीक असतो. So this type of questions also you can get. These are the questions from your text. आनीक एक असा मागीर असतलो question bankan. One drunk man went 5 steps in front, 3 steps back, then again 5 steps in front, 3 steps back, then again 5 steps अशें करून मुखार एक suppose पोल आसा ते कितली स्टेप्सान तो भितर पडटलो, कितले टायमान पडटलो. Those type of questions also you will have. Those questions are again from your textbook. So this is clear? Yes? Okay, next question. Question number 11. Yes, next one. Solve it. So there's one graph given to you all. The figure shows the displacement time graph of a body. What is the ratio of the velocity in first second? First second means what? First second also first second means seconds. These are the seconds. So first second, this is your first second. Okay, understood? No, what is first second? First second and that in the next 2 seconds. So next 2 seconds. You have to find the ratio of velocity. So xt, what gives you velocity from a xt graph? Slope. Find the slope of both. Will you take theta over here? Anga theta dilo na. But what you can take here? Values are given, no? This upon this. So this first one and this is second one. Velocity of first will be, velocity is a formula gide. Change in displacement upon time. So it is going up like this. So final displacement is what? 30. Initial is 0. Upon how much time? 1 second first. So answer will be what? 30 meter per second. Okay. V2, see, from here it is coming down. Correct, no? It is going here and it is coming down like this. So what will be your V2? Final distance minus initial distance. So final will be what? 0. Initial will be what? Minus 30. Upon time will be 1 and 2. 2 seconds. So answer will be minus 15 meter per second. I hope you all are understanding this. Yes. Hmm?
What's the strategy?
What is?
For displacement? What's the strategy?
You have to find this, no? What is that? Ratio they have asked, no? So V1 by V2 you will do. Ratio they have asked, right? What is the ratio of velocity in first and next 2 seconds? So this is for first second, this is for next 2 seconds. So ratio will be 30 upon minus 15. So answer will be minus 2. So minus 2 is to 1. Yeah, kidak lagta tuka. Anyways, it is getting cancelled out, no? It is ratio means what? Why you want to convert? Why? It is getting V1 upon V2, whatever unit will be that will get cancelled out. Ratio means what? Kilometer to meter is anyways 10⁻3, but not required. Okay, last one. From the following displacement time graph, find the velocity of the moving object. Displacement time graph, you have to find velocity, but look at the diagram carefully. Huh? Don't just jump to the conclusion there. Velocity time graph is given, displacement time graph is given. They have asked you velocity. What of displacement time graph gives you velocity? Slope. But look at the diagram carefully. Will you put tan theta here? Slope. Velocity is slope, right? Which is tan theta. Will you put tan 30 here? And solve. Kidak na? The angle should be with whom? Angle कोणाचे बरोबर असपाक जाय? Your theta जो असता हांगा हो, it should always be with time axis. Your time axis can be anywhere, x-axis or y-axis. So many students make mistake over here. They just look at the diagram, put theta as 30. But your 30 is with whom? Distance. It should be with whom? Time axis. So if this is 30, how much will be this? 60 plus 30 will give you 90. So that will be fixed. So this will be how much? What is the answer? Root meter per second. No? What are the things we studied till now? सांगा याद करा. First आम्ही शिकली about velocity. Correct? If direct displacement and time value is given, directly put the formula displacement upon time, solve it. If your displacement is given in terms of time equation, then differentiate kara. That was velocity. Acceleration. If velocity is given and time is given direct values, put it directly. If it is given in terms of time equation, what you have to do? If velocity is given, differentiate it once. If displacement is given, to find acceleration, you have to differentiate it 2 times. This was the second thing. Third thing, we studied about graphs. Okay, xt graph, vt graph, what is area under the curve and all those things we have studied. We have done the numericals on that. We are coming to the last part of the chapter now. Chapter is over. Okay, kinematic equations. These derivations are there for you all for exam. Easy derivations are important, and numericals on that are extremely important. Okay, so write down kinematic equations. Over as in it is not over. Another 2 classes will go for question bank. I have put the question back at the end. Don't copy anything. Okay. I'll tell you about the graph first and then we'll derive the three equations. Everyone pay attention here. So you have actually four equations under kinematics, but fourth one tumka na. Okay. You have only three equations. I will tell you all what are those equations. Have you all ever heard about this? A dimension and shiklat. I mean, you all have seen this. V is equal to U plus AT. Aikala. S is equal to UT plus half AT square and V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Now these formulas you have to remember by heart. After some time, automatically that will come in your mind. Okay, so these three formulas we are going to derive. For that, we have this VT graph over here, velocity time graph. And I will just tell you what are the things marked over here. This is my initial velocity. Okay, this is my final velocity. So someone is going from a point D markelana. A long velocity. This is my initial U and final is my V. So a person is traveling going from initial velocity to final velocity. At the initial velocity, I am why I'm not saying that I'm traveling from here. U kiti substitute करचं पडतल मग every time. My equation कशे माहितले. Getting the point? That is why we are starting it from somewhere over here. So initial to final velocity, that is the only thing in some particular time t. Now we have to put some equations. That is why I'm just putting this length. And I've just named it. What is that? A, B, C, D, E, and O. Any namings you can. Now let us try to derive the first one. V is equal to U plus X. Derive kar. To derive this, I will take this and I will try to find out what is the slope of this graph giving me. What is the slope of this graph giving? Slope of VT graph. So what is the slope here? CD is my slope. Okay, CD is my slope. This one will give me what? Slope kire deta? Tan theta. Tan theta is equal to what? Opposite upon adjacent side. So which is my opposite side? TB is my opposite side and adjacent side. Maybe namings change झाल्या. So while referring, you can refer any one. So it is CB upon DB. What does slope of velocity time graph gives you? Acceleration. Slope of velocity time graph gives you acceleration. Now tell me what is CB or distance kiti jatlo? Anga point sang. What distance? Itlo distance mila kiti baretli tumi. This total is V. Yes or no? This is U. So if I want this distance, it will be what? V minus U, no? So this will be V minus U. And what is dB? dB is equivalent to this. Time dalo. I'll take T on other side. So what will I get? V minus U is equal to 80. Yes. Now which form I wanted? V is equal to U plus 80. So what I have to do? Minus U, you take it on the other side. What you will get? V is equal to minus U taken on the other side will be plus U. Have you got it? Prove the first one. So how you have to start? Or diagram kadpacho. First thing what you will say, slope of VT graph is your CD. Anything you name it, don't stick to this. CD will be this upon this. Slope is your acceleration. This is what? V minus U. This is time. Substitute, you will get it. First derivation is done. Note it down. For all three derivations, diagram is same. Done? As फक्त derivations करूया and then we'll stop. Numericals and question bank will start in the next class. Second chapter was good? Yes? Now once you get question bank, you will understand what type of questions you get. Third chapter is lengthier. Can I take the next one? Okay. So let me solve this. First of all, what is this? Displacement. VT, what of VT graph gives you displacement? You have to think from there and start. VT graph ache किती आमका displacement देतो? Area under the curve of VT graph gives us displacement. So where is my slope curve? Okay. This is my curve. So this part will give me what? So this is called what? Trapezium. Area under this trapezium will give me displacement. Okay. So if I want displacement, what I have to find out? Area of trapezium. What is the naming? Trapezium A, B, C, D, O. Correct? This entire trapezium gives you displacement. This will be now tell me, this figure, this geometrical figure is divided into how many geometrical figures? Is made up of how many geometrical figures? Two. एक hot triangle झालो आणि एक कोण झालो. So this will be equal to area of triangle. What is that? BCD plus area of square. How much is that? Square or rectangle, whatever you can take. कित्याक तो पंचायतला आमकां खबर ना from where it will start. A, B, D. Correct? Now what will be the area of trapezium? Area under the curve gives you is equal to, what is the area of triangle? Half length into breadth. So tell me what is the length? BC is the length. What is the breadth? BD is the length into breadth. Okay. Plus area of square will be what? AB into OA. This into this, no? Any namings you can give. So I'm taking this into this. Will give me the area. Now let me keep on substituting. Sangat maka. BC is what? U minus V minus U. V minus U. What is BD? Tell me quickly. BD is equivalent to time. Plus AB. AB. U. What is OA? Time, no? Okay. Now I have one V term over here. Can you see V anywhere? No. So that has to be replaced. We have already got what? V is equal to U plus AT. Can I substitute that V over here? Okay. S is equal to half. I'll substitute as U plus AT. See, substitute kela. Full term. Minus U T plus UT. Ankiri cancel out data. These two terms are getting cancelled out. So S will be half AT. Anik T asa, so square plus UT. So if I rearrange it, it will be UT plus half AT square. And simple derivations. Whichever one they ask. That is first one, second one, third one. They will say prove second kinematic equation. Second mala this one. No, I understood what you are trying to say. The bracket V is equal to U plus A. Done. Can we take the last one? So what is the last one? V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. So again, there is distance in it. So let us start with area under the curve, area under the trapezium. But we'll not put this formula now. We'll take the actual formula of trapezium. Okay? Angame kiti kelle? Second derivation geta asthana, we have to take this trapezium is made up of how many geometrical figures. Now let us put the actual formula for trapezium. Or third one. Itli yaad do. Sum of parallel sides into distance between them. Sum of parallel sides into distance between. Which are the parallel sides? This is one parallel side and this is other parallel. So these two are parallel side and distance between them malla यांच्या दोघांच्या मध्ये distance. Yeah. Your trapezium is like this. So which are the two parallel sides? Hexagonally, hexagonally. Sum of the two parallel sides. So this plus this and distance between them. N2 distance between. Okay. So can you tell me? Okay. There is one more term here. Sorry. It is half. Sum of parallel sides. N2 distance between. Now can you tell me sum of parallel sides? Namings you tell me first. No, namings you tell. It is OD plus AC. This parallel side, total. N2 distance between them is what? OA. Now can we put the values? Half OD is what? OD is U. AC is what? V. OA is T. Now is there a T in this equation? No. So can we replace T? Okay, kidan replace kartali. You know B is equal to U plus AT. From this, what will be AT equal to V minus U? So what will be T? V minus U upon. So that T I will replace it. So what will I get here? This side it is S. Area under trapezium. Half U plus V. T will be replaced as V minus U upon. This A, there is a multiplication here. So can I write this A here outside? So S will be 1 upon 2A. आता bracketan किती उरला? U plus V or V plus U I can write it as. And second bracket is V minus U. What is this? A plus B, A minus B? A square minus B square. So S is equal to 1 upon 2A. This will be V square minus U square. Now what you will do? You have to get it in this form. Can I take this 2A on the other side? Okay. So this will be 2AS V square minus U square. So final what you are getting? It's per that V square I'll keep on one side minus U square on the side. So U square plus 2A. Hence proof. Okay. The formulas compulsorily yaad urpak. Parat sangat, what are the formulas? Just while writing. First one is V is equal to U plus AT. Second one, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Third one, V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. So please revise these formulas and come in the entire chapter. Next class, we are solving numericals on it.